How do you do, y'all? This is John, and today we're talking about Joker, Folie A Deux, a new movie out in theaters right now. And in Joker, Folie A Deux, it deals with Arthur Fleck, aka the Joker, who is on trial for the crimes he committed in the first Joker movie. And while that is going on, he ends up meeting this other inmate named Harley Quinn, and the two start this romance, and stuff happens. Okay, so to get things started, first and foremost, well, a little bit I liked about the movie because, oh boy, Joaquin Phoenix as Arthur Fleck is a great performance. I'm serious, Joaquin Phoenix is just fantastic in this film. He was also great in the first Joker, which I reviewed way back when, 5 years ago. Not exactly my greatest recording, I know, but I did do it. And he still very much feels like the Arthur Fleck from the first movie. He is the Joker, yes, but he's kind of reluctant about the whole thing. He doesn't really want to be the Joker. However, it's been sprung on him, and there's no way around it. When it comes to Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn, she was better than I expected, but not as good as Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie plays Harley Quinn to perfection. And I think that the key difference between those two is the fact that Robbie actually plays Harley Quinn as genuinely crazy, whereas Gaga, she's just like, she just comes across as a normal person. Again, not as bad as I thought, but not really Harley Quinn. And in terms of like the visual element of the movie does look nice. I will give it that. The movie visually looks nice. It's very appealing to look at. In terms of Hildur Gudnadottir and her music, I will admit, I do prefer her music in the first Joker. However, she still does a really good job on this film. She does her music, the visuals, and of course Joaquin Phoenix's acting are all the only real highlights of this film. Everything else is just a complete misfire. First of all, this movie's a musical. It did not need to be. The musical element of this film literally adds nothing to it, because literally when people start to sing, it's just at the most random times imaginable. Now, if what they were going for was Arthur would retreat into this fantasy where, everything's a musical and there were musical numbers in those fantasies, that would have been a different story. However, there's more musical numbers than in just his fantasy world. This movie literally needed to be a musical as much as Madonna needed plastic surgery. It happened, but it was not necessary. Also, the pacing of this movie, it ain't that good. This film's only like a little bit longer than the first Joker. However, it feels way, way longer. The first Joker, it was a little bit of a slow burn, but it was an earned one. It kept you captivated and kept you on edge, and your nose was in the screen at all time. With this film, I was checking my watch. And as far as the story goes, it has interesting elements to it, but they don't do anything with the few interesting elements. There's one where, is Harley Quinn, is she manipulating Arthur Fleck? That goes nowhere. The whole trial thing doesn't really amount to anything. Many of the subplots don't amount to anything. And there are things that happen that should have been addressed after the fact, but are only ever acknowledged in the one scene. So all in all, Joker, Folie A Deux, it's a misfire. It is. It's a complete misfire. As much as I love the first Joker, this sequel is one of the reasons why, in my private conversations with my friends, I was saying Joker does not need a sequel. All it did was justify what I was saying, because I genuinely don't think there was any way that they could have pulled off a sequel to Joker. And all this does is kind of prove me right. The only real highlights are Joaquin Phoenix, the visual aesthetics, and the music. That is it. Story, the execution, the pacing, everything else was just a misfire. I'm going to give Joker Folie A Deux a 2. Well, that's all the time I have for today. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Please also subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, please remember,